Many, many moons ago when I was a young hooligan running the streets. I was at a party. It was a Saturday night, and I was at a party being thrown by the boys from Cape Breton. So I can assure you this party was off the hook. When all of a sudden I had this overwhelming urge to go visit my mother, right? She had always been a night owl, so I just went with it. I picked up the good old rotary phone, to make sure that she was okay with me coming over. She put on the tea. I hitched a ride, but the second I walked through her door, her elderly neighbor started screaming at the top of her lungs because a man had broken into this poor woman's apartment and was trying to rape her. So, it was very fortunate that I was there because we were able to get her out safely. So that was obviously my intuition speaking to me, and thankfully I listened to it, right? Just a couple of weeks ago, my son was out driving around when he had this overwhelming urge to stop and check his tires. And thankfully he did, because there was a huge screw in the side of one of his tires, right? So again, his intuition speaking to him, and thankfully he listened, right? And all I'm saying is that, we've all had these situations happen. You have too. But what I'm saying is that these aren't limited to these sort of like once in a lifetime, over the top, life-saving events. The universe is speaking to you through your intuition constantly all throughout the day. It's just whether or not you choose to listen to it, right? So like if you're at the stop sign that you always turn right at, and you have this overwhelming urge to turn left, turn left and take the long way around, right? If you always go to the hot dog stand every day for your lunch, and you have this overwhelming urge to go to the sandwich shop, go to the sandwich shop. And I'm certainly not trying to suggest that these decisions are, life-saving, life-altering, anything like that. You never know, right? But at the end of the day, what it does do is when you're following your intuition, your life is sort of like, sort of going down a lazy river, and you stop agonizing over little tiny decisions. Like I literally know people who've had to have office meetings to decide which filing cabinet to use. Like that's insanity, right? So following your intuition, I swear, will save you time and money. But beyond that, following your intuition actually increases your confidence, because the more you do it and the more you learn how much you already know, the more confident you become, right? And confidence is attractive. Clients want to work with confident people, right? So again, here's a way that intuition is making you money, right? So that is why I'm absolutely unashamedly, combining tarot and astrology, with accounting and finance and business, right? Like I do, weekly tarot card pulls to see what's coming up this, in your upcoming business week. But I also, and I keep you abreast of, the full moons and Mercury retrogrades, things like that. But we also cover business news. And I do instructional how-to videos, on how to do, a bank rec, different, accounting softwares, things like that. Because I'm just trying to give you, an overall well-rounded sort of experience, right? So if you're ready to, stop paddling upstream, hit like and subscribe, and then head on over to the channel and check us out, right? And see what we have for you this week. And as always, if you ever have any comments, reach out. I'm always around. So, have an excellent day, and I really hope to speak to you soon.